Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Dragon at Peace Break Media, and this is going to be a short one, I believe, but I wanted to talk about convictions today. We have some convictions for violent protesters. It all makes sense.
We begin with the breaking news, the guilty verdicts against 9 people accused of trying to disrupt operations at North Texas Detention Center. Prosecutors called it a domestic terror attack that left a police officer wounded. The jury did not buy the defense's arguments, calling this simply a noise demonstration. NBC5's Maria Guerrero is live for us with these new details tonight. Maria.
Yeah, Meredith, such an unprecedented trial here in our area and really across the nation. It took this federal jury in Fort Worth some 13 hours over 2 days to come to unanimous verdicts for each of these 9 alleged Antifa members.
So this is going to be the first of 2 stories I'm bringing to you. This is the attack down in Texas by Antifa members. And you guys are all familiar with the expression FAFO. I won't say it out loud. And I think this is going to be a perfect example of that exact thing.
Their sympathizers who stood trial together, but between all of them shared 65 counts against them, 65 charges. The verdicts include finding all 8 defendants charged with it guilty of rioting, providing weapons for terrorism, and using explosives when they attacked the ICE detention facility.
So you see, the first thing I see here is convicted on riot charges. Now, you do have the right to protest, and I don't think anybody on the right wants to eliminate the Americans' ability to protest. If you want to protest, and the key word here is, I believe, peacefully, get your word out there, whether you want to start a TikTok or you want to start a YouTube or Instagram. If you want to go out to the corner, down the busiest corner in your neighborhood, and you want to protest with a sign in your hand, that's one thing. But you see what I read here? 8 convicted using explosives, and then 1 convicted concealing evidence. Guys, these are called crimes. These are not protesters.
Last 4th of July, vandalizing cars in a building, luring officers out by shooting fireworks. 5 of the 9 then faced 3 counts of attempted murder of ICE detention guards and an elevator.
Look, I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, and quite frankly, there's many a times if I would have judged a book by its cover in my career in sales, I would have been wrong. And so I learned a long time ago that we don't do that. But I want you to just gander at these photographs here. Now, I know your mugshot's usually not going to be your best picture. It's kind of like your driver's license, right? But take a good look at these people. Do these look like your local lawyers and bankers? Hell, excuse me. They don't even look like the people I'd take a Burger King order from. Take a good look at these are your felons.
Laredo police officer who suffered a shot to the neck but fortunately survived. The jury found only the alleged ringleader, Benjamin Song, guilty and only guilty of 1 count of attempted murder.
Guys, I may have paused that in a bad section there and missed something really important. During this riot, there was an officer shot in the neck, and usually you don't survive that. Luckily, this officer did, and they did convict him of attempted murder.
Spoke with the attorney representing alleged accomplice Maricela Rueda, who was found not guilty of attempted murder of officers, but she does face years in federal prison for the riot and terrorism charges. Listen in.
I'm obviously biased because I'm a representative for one of the defendants, but I just didn't see how we get to even rioting. So to have her found guilty of even rioting and providing material support to terrorists, it's just very emotional.
Yeah, so back to Benjamin Song. He is the alleged ringleader who's accused of recruiting and stockpiling weapons and all of the gear that these people used that night, this 4th of July, during the attack. He was found guilty of 10 of 13 charges against him, and he is facing the most severe consequences for all of this, up to life in prison.
Up to life in prison. Now, you guys are familiar of the word or the expression crowd mentality. What one individual might do by himself might be completely different on how he will act and behave when he's in a crowd and the crowd is doing something. Speeding on the highway is a perfect example of this. You ever been traveling? You got a 2-3 hour trip ahead of you, and somebody goes by you at about 85 miles an hour, and you've been cruising along at 72 or 75, right? And you think, wow, if I just tucked in behind this guy, I would get home or to my destination a lot quicker. So you speed up, and then next thing you know, there's 5 of you in a little trail. I know this because I used to travel 4.5 hours to get home on when I was coming back to visit family when I lived in Michigan. So anyway, the point being is next thing you know, there's 6 of you all going 90 and not with a care in the world about an officer or state highway patrolman, right? Because you're just trying to make time. And you don't want to do that by yourself because you don't want to be the one car out there. Well, crowd behavior is exactly like that. You show up, maybe your intentions were just to protest and go along. I can't speak for what these people's intentions were when they decided to go to this facility, but I can say that things went really bad for them. And did you hear that last one? Could be facing up to a life in prison. So when you are thinking about, if you hate Trump's guts so bad, somehow you made it to Peace Break Media, which supports Trump. But let's say you hate him so bad and you're listening to the show and you have decided that you're going to protest him. Do me a favor, protest. Don't riot. You don't need to steal sneakers out of a Nike store in order to protest, I'm pretty sure. And you don't need to burn a business down that has nothing to do with what you're protesting. These are just what they call idiots.
There is that 9th defendant. He is not accused of taking part in the planning or carrying out the attack, but of helping one of the defendants moving a box afterward from one place to another. He is now facing up to 20 years in federal prison for his role in helping a friend. Reporting live in Dallas, Maria Guerrero, NBC5.
Maria Guerrero,
Maria,
thank you for
thanks
your
so
story. That came from NBC. Now, that was exactly what I was talking about there. A friend helped a friend, probably didn't have a clue, or maybe he did. Again, I can't speak for their intentions from the point that they decided to go and help to the end result. I haven't followed any of their stories close enough, and I don't know if they've even published any of that. But what I focused on was hearing today that they got convicted, and then sentencing will follow. You never get that on the same day. It will be interesting to see what kind of end sentence they will get, what actually happens to them. So comment down below what you think should happen to them, whether it be just the guys that were kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe, or were they all instigators and all went out to commit felonies on that given day. So comment down below. I got one more I want to show you. Like I said, it's going to be a quick one today.
You cannot despise the left media enough. Meanwhile, there's been...
Okay, so you guys are familiar with Rita from Lefties Losing It. This is a sit-in for Rita wasn't there, and she does a great job explaining another FAFO.
An update in the case against an American TikToker who called last August for MAGA supporters to be shot on sight.
Did you hear that? A TikToker actually was advocating on her TikTok that MAGA supporters, people want to make America beautiful again, great again. I mean, those people should be shot on sight because, they're pretty despicable human beings, if you ask her.
So I would like to start a new movement called CMAGA, MAGA. So if we all get our guns and use our Second Amendment right and our common sense, at this point, this administration is begging us to rise up and revolt. And you see somebody with a MAGA hat, pew pew. That's what we do.
You hear that? She wants to exercise her Second Amendment right, which means she doesn't understand the Second Amendment right. So she doesn't understand her Second Amendment rights at all because she thinks it means you can go out and be a vigilante and take the law into your own hands. I'm sorry, dear, that's not at all what the Second Amendment is about. But she says that the lefties should go out and grab their GUNs. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. I probably said too much already, just like her. She definitely said too much. But go out, grab them, and anybody with a MAGA hat deserves to be on the receiving end. That's what she said.
That's the way. It's the only way. MAGA people deserve to be terrified and scared to walk in the streets because they should know that real Americans are going to kill them.
She called MAGA not real Americans, that the real Americans are the lefts who should go out and assassinate anybody with a MAGA hat on. That's pretty despicable, if you ask me. Guys, you can stand out here in my roadway right in front of my house and scream how much you hate Trump. And I don't want anything bad to happen to you if you do that. I will totally disagree with you on probably 99.9% of what is going on in your head. But I'm not going to think that I should grab my pew-pew and take care of you. Despicable guy. Somewhere we've got to gain some sanity in this world. And I don't know if it's going to be here on Peace Break. I do my fair share of making fun of people. And I can't help it, guys. Again, all in good fun is the intentions. But sometimes these people are just deranged. Could you imagine just change the narrative. If you don't like the political narrative, just change it to baseball fans. Okay? If I'm a Cleveland Indians baseball fan and you happen to be a New York Yankees fan, and I decide that, well, New York Yankees fans are the biggest idiots in the world, and maybe they are, that doesn't mean that we grab our pew-pews and we take care of them when we see anybody wearing a Yankees hat. Let's listen to the rest of this.
A federal jury this week found Desiree Doreen Sagari guilty of making threats to injure. She now faces a maximum 5 years jail. I think Desiree just discovered the meaning of F around and find out.
There's the FAFO. Anyway, I do want to know what you think. I want to know if you think that somebody saying commit violent crimes on their TikToker deserves up to 5 years. Now, she may get, I hate to say it, she may get probation. She may not get any jail time. I think there comes a point, you cross the line, I think, when you're calling for the death of people. I think you're crossing a line there. So I believe she should get something more in probation. I'll be real interested to see what her sentence up to 5 years actually is. So I will do my best to follow this story and bring it back to you guys on both the Antifa and the TikToker who wants to pew-pew you. And I will try to get the sentencing and let you guys all know. So come back to Peace Break. Hey guys, again, we have gained some subscribers. That is awesome. I do this for fun. I don't make any money, but I would love to draw a community of center to right. So you don't have to be crazy right, and you don't have to be, but matter of fact, if you're crazy left, you're welcome to be here. Just be respectful whenever you're doing anything like this lady here on the TikTok. Don't do anything like that. That's what I'm saying. I do give it back whenever you guys give it to me, and I've had plenty of that, and that's okay, guys. I don't mind going back and forth. It's all words. I'm not wishing harm on anybody, and I hope you guys don't wish harm on me. I am all for dialogue, and I am all for being careful what you do. Your words do matter, or you could FAFO. Hey, this is the Dragon on Peace Break. Goodbye.